to my channel. Can you say hello? So we're having a pretty boring day and I needed something to do really, so I thought I'd get my camera out and do a bit of a what my children eat in the day video, what I eat in the day sort of thing. So for breakfast both of them were really feeling it, so both had a bottle of milk, and then I gave Ivy some Cookie Crunch, I think it's called, cereal, and she didn't really eat much of that, and Teddy had some porridge and she wasn't feeling it either. Then they had a snack about 11 o'clock and they had a packet of Pom Bears and a mini donut each. And now it is currently 4 to 1, very precise, and I'm getting the girls some lunch. I've got a Teddy clinging to my leg. So I thought I'd show you what me and the girls are gonna have for lunch. So I am being very nutritious and having a pot noodle. And then I'll show you what the girls are having for their lunch. You don't want to eat too much? Leave that for a good few minutes. Okay. This is what I've just put. This is what I've just put in the microwave for Ivy. Some baked beans and pork sausages. She is so fussy, so her food hasn't got a very wide span of like choices. So we've got that, which I've just put in the microwave. That was the leftovers of porridge. So she loves the sausages the best. Oh, cheeky McDonald's. That was from a few days ago. What have you? So this is them. They look really yummy. I'm going to put the sausages into a different bowl and cut them up, and then put half of the beans into the bowl too, and then keep the other half of the beans for Teddy. So, as I was saying, all the steam's going in my camera. Ivy's pretending to be Anna and knocking on the door, so sorry about that. But Ivy's got 3 of the sausages, Teddy's got 1 sausage and a few beans, and then Ivy's got the rest of the beans. I'll obviously cut up the sausage into tiny bits for Teddy and then cut them up into like 3 pieces each. Ooh, please don't touch that. For Ivy. I can hear you. Everyone can hear you, I think. So yeah, I'm going to cut them up and then I'm going to put some bread in the toaster and put some butter on them, and that will be their lunch. I'm also going to cut up some strawberries and some grapes for them to have after this. So here is their their lunch finished, sorry. So as you can see, I've cut Teddy's sausages really small and her toast has been sliced into like finger-long bits so she can grab them easier. Ivy's sausage is cut a bit bigger and she's got like the squares. So they've got the same, but it's cut up and presented differently. So I'm going to give this to them and then I'm going to cut up some fruit for them to have afterwards. One for Ivy. Still in her pyjamas, got nowhere else to go. Then for Ted. What I'll do is I'll put a couple of bits of toast on and then I will spoon feed this to her because otherwise it will go everywhere. Let's go put her in the seat. Yummy toast. And then after lunch is definitely this one's nap time. Ugh. Also, ignore some of the more food on there, but I got this to map for her for Christmas and it's perfect and it catches all the stuff that she drops and then you literally just like scoop it up and pour it all into the bin. It's a really good idea. she'll be eating that. Ivy's eating hers. Yummy. I took a totally different approach to feeding with Teddy than I did with Ivy. With Ivy, I regret it massively as I gave her lots of sachets, purees, things with like no lumps at all when she was younger, and now she's super duper fussy. Whereas with Teddy, I've gone more down the baby-led weaning route, and it's just been a lot better. She's not half as fussy as Ivy, she just eats a lot more. She doesn't choke like when Ivy first had like lumps further down the line, she would choke on them a lot more. Teddy's a lot better and she can just like eat bigger foods already. And she enjoys eating them. So yeah, I definitely recommend doing more baby-led weaning. Obviously don't give them massive chunks of food like when they're only just weaning, but I find like purees and like food that is just all smooth and has no lumps ends up with a child who doesn't want to eat textured foods. I think that's a massive thing for Ivy. She is definitely scared of textures in foods. She's so fussy. She doesn't eat very much variety. But the other day she ate some broccoli and she ate Wotsits. Now that might sound like nothing, but she hates the texture of like puffed crisps, so like cheese balls, Wotsits usually, Quavers, things like that. And then the other day she ate a whole pack of them, and she ate 2 like heads, like what are they called? Parts of the broccoli. She ate 2 bits of that, and I was so impressed with her. So I'm hoping as she gets older she'll want to try foods a bit more often. I'm hoping, because it worries me that she doesn't eat very much, so we just try and feed her what she likes to get the calories into her. But she definitely likes this dinner. And so does this one. Another thing I was going to show you guys actually, because I thought it was actually a really good idea. So me and Damon have started like not a New Year's resolution, just like a life task to keep our house tidy and just be tidier people in general. Try and be a bit less lazy with like doing jobs around the house. So we've done like a list for each of us with things to do every single day. So it doesn't matter if other things necessarily don't get done, as long as we do these things on our list like every single day, it just means like the important things are done, and then on days where we do get more time, we can spend the time doing other jobs that are more important. Sorry, Damon came in and it threw me off. So yeah, so we've done a list each of things to do every single day. And it just makes more sense than, like I was saying, on the days we do have more time, we're not spending them doing these jobs which should be done a day. We can spend them on the other jobs like deep cleaning things. So on my list I've got doing the washing up and putting away in the evening, at least 1 wash load a day, and putting away at least 1 load of clothes away, which I really need to do. Hoover downstairs every day, take things back upstairs at the end of the day. So if anything has come down, they usually just get left at the bottom of the stairs and just like harbour up and get really large. So taking things back up the stairs at the end of the day, and then washing up all the bottles so they're ready for the next day. And then Damon's got to clear the table, so get it all clean so it's ready for our next meal. Wipe down Teddy's high chair because it just gets gross, and then when you want to put her in it, you've got to spend all the time cleaning it. Bringing any washing up and rubbish down from upstairs every day, which is a big thing. So if we have snacks upstairs or like drinks, then the cups get left up there or the rubbish gets left up there. So that's a really important one. Any nappies and rubbish that have been like left in the lounge or downstairs or around, that we have them put in the bin, to be put in the bin, and then toys away at the end of the day ready for me to hoover. So I found this really is starting to help, and we've been sticking to it and it's going quite well. And so far our house has actually definitely been a lot tidier. So that's a little tip to do, and I find that we've just been doing it as we know we've just got to get it done, and then at the end of the day we're just chilled because we know we've done these little jobs. So I've just done them both some fruit, so obviously again same but just presented differently. Ivy's got some strawberries cut up into more cube likes, and then she's got her grapes, and this is super important. I know most of you probably know this already, but grapes need to be cut up more than just in half, so they've got to be in quarters, either this way or cut like that way. It is so important as they're really dangerous. And then Teddy's never tried grapes, so I've cut them up really small for her to try, and then she's got some strawberries in small little chunks. And then I've got my super healthy pot noodle, which I'm gonna sit and eat. Oh. Daddy decided to put the food on the tray instead of on the spoon. We were going quite clean. I've got a glass of Pepsi Max. And then I'm just going to put like a little bit on her tray at a time. So otherwise she'll just chuck on the floor.
In my defence, the tray looks dirty, so I thought she had them on the tray initially, so it's not my fault.
It's your fault.
No, it's not.
So you can have some bean sauce fruit, but you don't care. And then Ivy apparently doesn't want her fruit at the moment, so it will just stay on the table and wait for her. Little fuss pot. Little Hoover. She saw the strawberries, so she came up the table, and she's just inhaling. Teddy ate all hers. Ivy left her grapes because she's silly. Teddy ate pretty much all her fruit, and Ivy left this much. And all of that. Good job. Hey? Nap time! Nap time! So yesterday ended up being super crazy, and I forgot to film what we had for tea. We had curry in the end, but I thought there's not really enough footage for a video, so I'm just going to carry this on to today. But again, I forgot to film what they had for breakfast, but they both had jam on toast, and now I'm going to be making their lunch. Yeah, I'm just going to kind of do like a bits and bobs sort of lunch, if that makes sense. Do a sandwich for them both, and then just like see what we've got in the cupboards to make them, and I will show you as I go. Also, don't mind me still in my pyjamas because there's nowhere to go. We're now in official lockdown number 3 and yeah, what's the point of getting dressed? We might as well just stay in our pyjamas. They're comfier and they're warmer, so you got this. So I've just laid out everything that I'm going to give them for lunch. Obviously some things Ivy won't eat here, some things Teddy isn't eating here, but just like a rough guide. I'm just looking in here to find the chocolate spread for Ivy's sandwich, and Teddy will probably just have butter in her sandwich. So we've got some what's it's for Ivy, obviously the chocolate spread for Ivy's sandwich, a smoothie for Ivy, so she either has innocent ones or the happy monkey ones, whichever ones are on sale really. This one's the orange mangoes and pineapple ones, and they're just really good because it gets some fruit into her because she's a bit of a pain for that. Some Organics mini cheese crackers, which will be for Teddy, some chocolate cake slices, some cucumber for Teddy, strawberries, grapes. I will probably just have strawberries today because she wasn't fussed about the grapes yesterday, some butter and some bread for their sandwiches, and I will just plate it up and I'll show you at the end. So here's their lunch all set out. I ended up just doing strawberries for both of them because they needed to be used before they went out. So they've both got half a sandwich each because I just know Ivy won't eat a whole bit of bread, so there's just no point. Half of the chocolate cake slice each, strawberries and what's it. And then Teddy's got buttered sandwich, the other half of the chocolate slice, 2 bits of cucumber, she loves to like chew on them, helps her teeth, half a packet of cheese crackers, and then some strawberries cut up as well. And Ivy will have the smoothie like I said, and then Teddy will just have some water. But that is what they're having for lunch today. And interested in what I'm having for lunch. It's a bit of a random one today. And funny story, I'm pretty sure I am dairy intolerant in some way because every time I eat dairy I get really bloated, stomachache, but that doesn't stop me, as you can see. I'm stupid, but I just love cheese. Here. So I've got a bunch of grapes, a dairy dunker. It's so healthy, my lunch, as you can tell. A Toffee Hoops corn yogurt because these are the best ones, but you can only buy them individually now. What is that all about? Some smoked cheese cut up and some brie cut up, and that is my lunch. And I'll probably have some Pepsi Max because I am so healthy. If my mum is watching this, she's like, Hannah, get yourself a balanced diet. Well, it's okay because my children eat fruit and veg and they don't eat pure crap all the time. So this is just for me to go in my belly. Yes, I'm still in the same pyjamas. I've just been non-stop tidying today. Got all the washing up done, got everything down from upstairs, washed it up, rubbish away, and then I looked at the time and it's really time for some tea. It is, it's not working. I don't know what the time is. I think it might be close to 6 o'clock, but I'm just gonna do a really bog standard meal. I know everyone likes this meal, so I'm just gonna do it because it's quick, easy. We need to get tea in, we need to get food on for the girls. So I'm gonna do the quickest meal I know really, and the easiest meal I know. And I'm going to show you what we're going to have. It probably won't come as much of a shock to anyone. This makes me just look like the worst person ever, as we don't always eat this, okay? We do eat better meals, but today is just one of those days. So the girls are going to have some of these Bird's Eye chicken nuggets. They've got whole grain in them, so does that make them healthy? I don't know. Then we're going to have some of these lightly spiced wedges. Love these. A bit different to chips. Damon is going to have these SFC chicken mini fillets. These are just from Sainsbury's. They look like this. And then I'm going to try out these. These are meat-free chicken style nuggets. I'm super excited to try these. These look really like these. So I need to try not to get them muddled up. But I'm so excited to try these. My favourite chicken nuggets that I get are the corn ones. And they're more in like a batter like McDonald's. So these are a bit different and they're cheaper. So I want to try them and see what they taste like. It's by Fry's, the Fry family. And yeah, I'm excited to try them out. And then when these are nearly cooked, I'll be putting some sweet corn in the microwave. So hard. And I'll be having that with this. So yeah, let me put these all on a tray. I'll probably do 2.5 of these each for the girls, a few of these. I'm going to see what these look like, and if they look good, I'm going to put about 4 or 5 in for me, and hope that they taste nice. And Damon probably will have about 5 of these, I reckon. So Damon managed to interrupt me again. Lol. I've put the wedges and Damon's fillets in because they take a bit longer. These are the size of the girls' ones and they're actually a bit smaller, so I might give them 3 each. Probably won't eat them all, but there we go. Get them to the side ready because then I need to put the rest back. And I'm going to open these actually on the camera and see what they look like. Oh, they're meat, egg and dairy free, so I'm guessing they're vegan. These are the peeps that make it. Can't read the names. Yeah, vegan. Have a look. 1 second.
They look like nuggets.
They look like chicken, but they're a bit icy. But
Why did you just point to your camera?
I did.
I said, why did you just point to the camera?
I'm showing them what they look like.
You said you wanted that to shut up.
It has shut up. I'm gonna put 5 in. You can try one.
Put 6 in then.
These are a bit icy, but apart from that, I think they do look quite chicken-like. Excuse the noise in the background. But yeah, I'm going to put 6 in because Damon wants to try one. But I think, but I don't know if, I can't really go by look, but they look so much like a chicken nugget. I'm just confused about the icy bit on them, but I'll show you them when they're cooked. My partner Damon literally just messaged Jake Crittenden on Twitter because he did a cover of like my all-time favourite song on TikTok, and he messaged him on his Twitter and asked him to if he could record the whole song for me, and he replied and said he would do it. Just fangirling over here. But yeah, that's completely off subject, but I'm really excited because I never get anything cool like that, so I'm well excited for that. But yeah, food is in the oven and I'll show you when it's done, and I'll show you like the portion sizes I do for the girls because obviously they're both different and they'll both be prepared like differently. But yeah, I'll show you when that's done. Apparently it's turned into a cook with Hannah. This is how I do my sweet corn. I don't know if this is right or if it's wrong, but I just put sweet corn in a bowl, fill it up with water, pop it in the micro for, oh sorry, can't see, 5.5 minutes. Easy as that. And here it is all plated up. Ivy's got quite a lot of sweet corn because she loves sweet corn. Cut into small bits. Each chicken nugget cut into 3s. Yeah, you can take yours. Teddy's chicken nuggets cut into tiny bits, her wedges cut up into tiny bits, and she's got less sweet corn. Then I've got my chicken nuggets. I'm going to try one in a minute on camera and you can get my actual reaction. My sweet corn and my wedges.
Done.
I look so fashion.
Done.
Got some shandy. Because I'm bougie. Have actual reaction and see if I actually like them. I gave you one. Let's try one. They're alright, but they're not as good as the corn ones.
I wouldn't know. Shall I eat proper food?
They taste a bit more vegetable-y.
I wouldn't know, because I eat proper food, you see.
Give them a 6 out of 10. Good, but I probably won't buy them again. So obviously Teddy ate everything. Well, actually she's still eating right now, but she'll polish that off. And this is how much Ivy ate. And actually I'm quite happy with that. Ugh, she's got a bit of hair on her plate. Stink. She ate quite a lot, to be honest. So that'll do it. And she had an ice lolly just before tea as well, so that's quite good for Ivy. And this one's still munching. Is that nice? Yeah. As she actually ate quite well, I'm gonna let her have 2 of her chocolate coins from, you don't want chocolate coin. Okay, she's not having chocolate coins. So yeah, she ate well, so I'm gonna give her something. That's empty. Do you want some of these?
Yeah.
There we go. So I'm going to give her a little pack of Haribo. She ate well, didn't you?
Yeah.
Let me open them then.
Yes.
So thank you. Good girl. And you can go and enjoy them. And Teddy's still eating her dinner, so. So I thought I'd just quickly finish the video as it finished quite abruptly. I'm not very good at these videos, you know. Like the ones we have to remember to like film throughout the day. I'm really poor. But it's the first one I've done and I'm going to work on it. And well, let's hope they get better. But I hope you've enjoyed like a little insight on what my children I actually eat in a day. I hope this makes you feel a bit better when you see that my kids just eat normal food. I don't go like crazy on the tea. Sometimes obviously we do different things for dinner. We don't just have chicken nuggets. But it's okay to feed the children chicken nuggets and chips sometimes, because if they eat it as well, it's getting food into their system. Sorry I didn't film either breakfasts. I'm just really bad at remembering, and because the morning's quite quick, sneezing, because the morning's like quite quick, they just want their breakfast, I'm not really there to pick up my phone and film. So yeah, but they do have breakfast. They're not really breakfast eaters, so I'll give them their breakfast, but if they eat it, that's a different story. Teddy's under the table. So yeah. But that's just what children are like. They have their bottles of milk every morning, and then I just think they get full on the milk, so then they don't really want breakfast. But I always offer it to them, see if they want something. But yeah, all children are different, so I think it's just a really important thing to say. Don't worry about if your children eats different to other children, because I always worry about that, and it's really not a massive deal. Obviously, if your child eats literally nothing, is losing weight all the time, that is a big deal, and you need to obviously sort that out. But if they're staying at their steady pace and just chilling, that is fine. And I learned that after having my second one, realising how different two children can be. That's when you know. But I'm going to go and get my child from out of the table. I hope you did enjoy this video. It's been very random. There's some random little bits here and there. But yeah, I think I'm going to try and do a day in the life video today and see how that goes. And I'll see you again in my next video. Thanks again for watching. Goodbye!